Brian Wright, Kilby Combat Sports Fitness Academy, Oakhurst, New Jersey. What is this light? This weird light. I feel like I'm in the heavens right now. So I'm hopping on because I want to talk about something. One thing that I came across in a conversation the other day was I had an athlete telling me as a person, they're struggling. As a fighter, they're doing well. I got to really disagree with that. What you do as a fighter, you're still doing as you. Now, outside the octagon, you might feel like things aren't going well, but that's because you're not connecting your strength with everything. I've talked about this before. There's a saying in Zen, they say, if you have the ability to do one thing well, you now have the ability to do everything well. So I'm not saying that if you can knock people out, you have the ability to do anything. What I'm saying is, if you have the ability to be a disciplined person in your training, if you have the ability to process technique through adversity, if you have the ability to fight through all the different obstacles that come your way as a professional fighter and still come out successfully, you have the grit, the determination, the skills, everything you need to be successful anywhere you want in life. Now, the other thing goes, if you have the ability to be successful in life, you're going to have a much greater chance of being successful as a fighter. They both require the same discipline. They both require the same commitment. They also both require the same belief. You have to believe in yourself. You have to have your belief in your ability to overcome. The one thing we all have in common is that life is really painful. The difference is some of us respond to that pain with a purpose. Some of us wallow in that pain and use it as an excuse to be worse, not better. That's it. So if you have the ability to overcome and get that hand raised consistently, if you have the ability to come in and train and face adversity on a daily basis, come back each day, find progress, you have the ability to basically do anything. I've talked to fighters that have kids, and I'm one of them. And we talk about how 3 o'clock in the morning when your baby's crying and they've got to be fed, or when your kid falls, or anything. Like, there's all these weird things at times that you don't really want to do stuff, that you have to do it because you're a parent and that's the commitment that you've made. It's a lot easier to fulfill that commitment when you've fought before. It doesn't even mean that you fought successfully, meaning winning, but if you've fought and you've trained and you've tried your hardest at something, you're just used to that. You have the discipline to connect with purpose and push. So anybody that fights consistently and shows the daily discipline to be able to make a career in this life has the ability to be successful anywhere else. And if you're failing outside of the octagon, it's because you're just separating things and forgetting that that strong individual in the cage is the same strong individual outside of the cage. It's you've made a choice to treat yourself as two different people. So you can choose to have split personalities, or you could just be who you are. If you're a champion in that octagon, be a champion outside of that octagon. If you're a champion outside, you do have a much greater chance of being a champion inside. It is truly that balance. So I had a great coach told me, I was like 26, 27. I was screwing up in life, but I was winning a lot of fights. And my coach said to me, he goes, I don't care how many fights you win. If you're a loser outside of the cage, you're not a winner. You're a loser. We win at everything, or we win at nothing. You've got to be fully committed to just operating at a higher level at all things. It doesn't mean you have to win at all costs and crush all your enemies and be a dick about things. It means that you have to recognize that if you're strong in one place, you have the ability to be strong everywhere. And if you have the ability to be strong, it means you're always going to be in the fight and you're always going to have a chance. So don't disrespect yourself. Don't hold yourself short. If you have the ability to be a champ, that means you're a pretty special person. It means you've got a lot of strength. Embrace that strength and be strong in everything you do. That's why I keep doing this, and hopefully that's why we all come together in this place back here so that we can be strong everywhere, not just win fights. All right? So I appreciate you guys. Love is a word that people throw around in weird ways, but I can truly say those of you that I work with, I really do love you guys, and that's why I put this message out. That's why I train you the way I do and I push you the way I do, because I don't want you to just win fights. I want you to be able to move forward and have a great life. All right, this is Brian Wright. Peace.